Hello, welcome back to EFT with Lucy. You'll notice that my light is off. It died, but I really wanted to film this video for you, so I just wanted to give you a heads up that today's video is not perfect, but I'm showing up really authentically, and hopefully that really came through in this tapping session. And hopefully it'll be a really powerful session for you if you're feeling like things don't matter, because it's a tough place to be in. So you'll notice that I tear up a little bit in the video and then my light goes out towards the end. It's really just showing up authentically and hopefully helping you feel better about yourself, because I'm showing up imperfectly and we all get to show up imperfectly. I will say I feel a lot better after that tapping session. I was really feeling it beforehand, as you'll probably see right after this. So hopefully it'll be really effective for you too. If you're in that spot, I'm sending you all the love, and I'll see you in the next video. Have fun with the tapping. Hello, welcome back to EFT with Lucy. Today we're going to be tapping on something that feels very accurate and relevant for me in this specific moment, which is tapping on feeling like nothing matters. And I am sharing this and showing up authentically because I think it's important that we show ourselves authentically, especially on the internet. And I especially intend to have a channel that helps you feel better about yourself and better about the world. I just want to create a space where you can feel like you can be yourself and love yourself. And I think that there's so much power and peace that comes with that, not to get too deep into it. So I'm just showing up authentically today like nothing matters. So we're just gonna do it off the fly. I just feel like also in this day and age, I was talking to my wife about this, like I showed up and I just did my little job and it still feels like it's not really making an impact in the world. And so I think that's partially what feels so difficult about, again, this day and age, especially just with all the changes that we're seeing in the US anyway right now. It just kind of feels like I'm still showing up and doing the things that I need to do for myself and my responsibilities and my people every day, but it just feels like I'm not making really that much change. So it kind of makes me feel like, what's the point, you know? So here we are. So hopefully you'll get an idea of what it looks like to tap in real time. What I would always tell my clients is, how intensely are you feeling your emotion? Or in this case, the lack of emotion, and feeling like nothing matters. I would say like I'm feeling like an 8, 9 out of 10. So I feel it pretty heavily right now, which is so funny because today I actually wanted to do a video on how to like actually use tapping for your life. And so I'll maybe give you a couple pointers, but I really just feel like one of the best things tapping is a tool for when you feel like a lot of elevated emotions. And right now it's funny because I feel a really intense emotion of like just feeling down and sad, like nothing matters, which, you know, is what it is. So I'll stop rambling and let's get into it. All right, so starting on the side of the hand, we're just gonna tap it on out. You probably see me yawning already. Actually, that's a sign that your nervous system is relaxing because it's turning off the flight or fight response and it's turning on the rest and relaxation response, like the rest and digest, if you will. So I already feel the yawn coming on. I feel like nothing matters. I really feel like nothing matters right now. And that's a really hard thing to feel. It's a really hard thing to feel because I care so deeply about the world. I care so deeply about my people. I care so deeply about so many things. And I know myself to be a very positive person. And I know a lot of people in my life know me to be a very positive person. But that doesn't mean I feel sad and down sometimes. But even though I feel like nothing matters, I'm loving and accepting myself anyway. Even though I feel like nothing matters, I love and accept myself anyway. And I can accept that this is how I'm feeling right now. Even though I wish I didn't feel this way. And honestly, it's kind of painful to feel this way. Just like 9 out of 10, nothing matters. It makes me feel like I have this huge lump in my throat because I just want to cry. It makes me feel like a little kid just wants to stomp on my feet. But even though I feel this way, I'm loving and accepting myself. I'm owning the fact that I can feel this way. It's okay to feel this way. In fact, it's probably a really healthy response to the world right now. And as much as I can accept that I feel this way right now, I know I don't really want to feel this way forever. And that's okay. The beauty of our feelings is that they often change. Even though it felt so difficult to just sit down, sit my cute booty down, and make myself tap when I don't want to do anything, and it feels like nothing that I do matters. I'm loving and accepting myself. I'm loving and accepting the part of me that's resisting doing this. I'm loving and accepting the part of me that's having a hard time. I'm loving and accepting the fact that sometimes we don't have control over a lot of things. And I'm also open to acknowledging that maybe it's not true that nothing matters. Maybe it's true that things only matter when we make them matter. And that is an okay fact about life. I want to feel like everything I do matters. And maybe I can get there by the end of this session. All right, take a deep breath in. Out. Okay, so I changed the lighting a little bit, but let's get into the tapping. Okay, let's get into the tapping. It feels like nothing I do matters. It feels like nothing matters. It feels like I don't want to do anything. Because what's the point? It feels like nothing that I do matters. And it feels like nothing that I'm gonna do will really matter anyway. Honestly, this is like a painful thought to carry around. Because it doesn't feel good to feel like I don't have agency. And consciously, I know that what I do matters. I know that trying to be a force for good in the world matters. I know that trying to speak up matters. Trying to do things that make myself proud matters. But it's like there's this block inside of me. It's like I have a straitjacket on, but like right under my skin. So I look normal. But it feels really hard to make myself move and care about anything. Which just super sucks. I really want to feel like I'm navigating the world with energy, with enthusiasm, with some sort of belief that things are going to work out. Instead of just feeling so apathetic. I can feel this response like bubble up inside of me that I'm not necessarily proud of. And I'm not necessarily taking action on. But it feels like there's this huge part of me that just wants to resist everything. Shift into victim mode. Blame everything on everybody else. And take no responsibility. Because it kind of feels like my actions don't matter anyway. So why even have the freedom of agency over my actions and myself? Which when I say that out loud consciously, I know that's bogus, but there's this block inside of me that I'm just like ready to dissolve. So I'm gonna take a couple deep breaths and just get clear on this block. Maybe I feel disappointed. Maybe I feel a lot of grief. Maybe I do feel a lot of helplessness. It's like I have all of this care, concern, and compassion with like nowhere to put it. Because it feels like there's nothing I can do about the world outside of my own house to make the world a kinder place for any human. So it makes me just like feel worried about myself and other people. It makes me want to stay informed and tuned in, which I am. But there's just so much grief and sadness in the world right now, and heaviness. It feels like it's rocking me to my core. Or rather, putting a big rock just on my chest. But the truth is, I know every action that I do matters. Showing up and drinking water, eating a snack, saying kind words to myself and other people, doing things to take care of my nervous system, and doing things to take care of my body, doing things to show up for my responsibilities, whether that's work or other beings that rely on me. There's part of me that's afraid I'm not going to seem grateful enough for all the beauty and the blessings in my life. But the truth is, I can be sad and grateful. I can be upset and grateful. I can find meaning and magic in the small things and still feel like I could be more satisfied in different areas of my life. So even though I've had all of these hard feelings and thoughts come up, I'm ready to clear them out. I don't need to burn myself out by taking a million actions. But I do just want to be calmer, lighter, and more peaceful. And at least having some sort of hope that I can make a difference in the world. And the truth is, I make a difference in the world. I'm making a difference right now I'm making a difference right now in the lives of people around me. And it turns out I am a believer in the butterfly effect, where one small action that I do now can ripple out to the next person, and the person after that, and the person after that, and the person after that. So I don't want to block myself. I don't want to stop myself from showing up. But I do want to clear this apathy from my body, brain, psyche, aura. Because I deserve to feel good. And just because it doesn't seem like things are changing right now, Doesn't mean that they can't change. And it doesn't mean that they aren't actively changing as we speak, even though I can't see it yet. So even though it really felt like nothing mattered, even though it really felt like nothing mattered, and though it felt like nothing I do matters, I'm loving and accepting myself. And I'm choosing to know that every little thing matters. I'm choosing to know that every little thing matters. I'm choosing to know that I matter. And the thing that would feel the worst is not showing up about the things that I care about. It's so beautiful that I have a big heart. It's so beautiful that I have a big heart. I love that I care so much. And the truth is, I can handle some disappointment. And the truth is that my feelings aren't facts. Just because it feels like nothing matters doesn't mean that that's the case. It does mean I get to decide what matters. It means I can decide what matters to me. And I can decide where I put my energy and attention. Because that is my biggest form of power and currency. So I'm choosing to love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I was feeling so down. I'm ready to tap into my joy. I'm ready to tap into things that make me feel good. Knowing that I can feel fulfilled. Knowing that I have a purpose. Even if I don't feel connected to those things now. So I'm having kindness and compassion for myself as I move forward. In a world that wants to use and exploit my big heart, I'm choosing to love and accept myself. Give myself a big hug and whatever else it is that I need to keep walking forward with hope and even neutrality. Wholly and completely loving, forgiving, and accepting myself every step of the way. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Great job. I'm so proud of you. Even though my light turned out, I hope that this still was a good session for you. I know that I started at an 8 or a 9, and I really feel like I went down to like a 2 or a 1. I really actually feel like, you know what? It's okay. Everything's gonna work out. So I hope that was good for you as well. I can't believe how much I yawned. I always tell my clients and people that I tap with that yawning is a really good sign, but I really haven't yawned that much during a tapping session in a hot minute, which probably means I really needed it. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful weekend, friend, and I will see you in the next video.